welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. If you guys are new here, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell notification so you guys get notified every time I upload a new video, which is 4 times a week. I upload Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And today is Makeup Monday here on my channel, so I'm going to be doing a little makeup tutorial for you guys. So yeah, let's jump into the video. Okay, so I already have my eyebrows done. I did those just a little bit ago, and today I'm going to be using the Yes Please palette by Colourpop, the Subculture palette by Anastasia. I'm going to be using my Colourpop shadows, the palette that I created online, and then I'm also going to be using the Jaclyn Hill palette. And yes, I probably don't need to use all these palettes, but I mean, I have them, so why not use every single one of them that has the colors that I want. So I'm going to jump in. I'm going to put some of this on my pimples and a little bit on my nose. And then I'm just going to kind of let that sit there. And then I'm going to start doing my eyes. So I'm going to be going in with the Morphe M441 brush, and I'm going to take the color Full Zip from Colourpop. Let me zoom in to my eyes. And I'm just going to apply this all over the lid. And then I'm going to go in with the Morphe R39 brush. And I'm going to take the big cocktails color, and I'm going to put that on one side of my brush, tap a little bit off, and then go on the upper half of my eyelid, but staying in the crease. And I'm going for a smoky, I'm going to be doing an orange, yellowy, green eyeshadow today. I wanted to do the orange and yellow because I am wearing my mustard yellow halter that I just got. Also, if you guys have not watched my latest fashion haul video, I will put the video up here. It's either in this side or this side. I'm not sure which one. But it shows the clothes that I got at the thrift store. I went thrifting a couple different stores with my fiance and my sister a couple days ago, and that was a lot of fun. I love finding really good clothes at the thrift store because they are so inexpensive and super cute. But anyways, now I'm going to take my Morphe JH32 brush, and I'm actually going to go into the Jaclyn Hill palette, and I'm going to be taking the shade, one second, the shade Jakz, I believe is what it is. Oops. So I'm going to be taking that shade. So I'm going to apply this color right over top, but I am going to be a little sloppier with it because I do want the really smoky effect all the way. And then again to the other side. So for this look, I start with the inner corner. Most of the time you want to start with the outer corner and work your way into the inner corner, but for this one I am going pretty consistent on the inner and the outer, because that's just the way I want the look to turn out. So now that you have those colors, I'm going to take the JH41 brush, and I'm going to get her shade Enchanted, which is this really pretty green. It's a really dark, pretty green color. Tap a little of that off, and then for this one, I am just going to apply it to the bottom. Also, I've been wanting to get a new palette. Oops. I really want to get my hands on the James Charles palette, but every single time I go to Ulta, it is sold out. I have yet to pick up the Take Me to Brazil palette or the Take Me Back to Brazil palette. So let me know down in the comments which palette you recommend I should get, if it's a new palette or an old palette, either one. It can be drugstore or high-end, I don't actually care as long as the quality is good. Okay, so now that I have that, I'm going to take my R39 brush again, and I'm going to take the color Creamsicle from the Jaclyn Hill palette as well. I'm going to get that on the one side of my brush. And I'm going to go back over the red, blending it in with the green, because I want the majority of the green down here, and I want the red to be really vibrant up here. And then I'm going to go back in with my M441 brush, and I'm going to take a little of the shade Hunts from the Jaclyn Hill palette. Just gonna get that all over my brush, and I'm going to go over top of the crease again, making sure to blend out any harsh lines that I have. Another thing, if you guys have any makeup tutorials that you want to see or any reviews on a makeup product, just post it in the comment section and I will get to it as soon as I can. Because I really like trying out new products. If it's a skincare product, I will definitely comment back and let you know, but I probably won't try it depending on the brand, because my skin is really sensitive, and so going in with new brands don't really work for me very well. I have a skincare that's working really well for me right now, and my face is finally starting to clear up, so I really don't want to mess with that. But if it is like a foundation or anything like that, it does have to be for dry skin, and I prefer a dewy finish. So now that I have my eyes like this, I'm going to go in with the JH39 brush, and I'm going to dip into the color New Wave in the Subculture palette. I'm just going to get a little bit of that, and I'm just going to take this right onto the crease, right over top of the green, just to kind of tone the green down a little bit on my crease. And then I'm also going to take it outwards because I am doing a little bit of a cut crease. And then I'm going to take the same brush, but I'm going to go in with the color Edge. And I'm going to go right over top of that. Also, at the end of the look, I'm going to attempt to put on some false lashes. I haven't worn false lashes since when is it? It's 2019 now. Since I worked at Walmart actually, and I think that was 2017 or maybe 2016. It's been a minute because I was getting lash extensions there for a while, but I really don't want to go to anybody new, and like I said previously, my eyelash girl is always booked, so I'm not gonna go to anybody else because I don't trust people. Okay, so now that I have it like that, I'm going to take my Colourpop palette that I made, and let me see if I can figure out what colors these are. So I'm going to take the color Sideline. It's right there. It's a really pretty, it's really like iridescent, so you do have to kind of pack it on for the color that you want. I like stay doing the most horrible, the worst swatches, but whatever, that's just how it is. So now I'm going to take the JH41 brush again. I'm going to spray it with my MAC Fix Plus, and I'm going to dip into that. I actually haven't used this shade for a long time. I got this palette, I made this palette 2 years ago, and the day I got it, my daughter got into it and drug the shades everywhere, and for some reason I haven't used it since. So I'm just gonna go in the middle with this color. Actually, to be honest, I'm gonna just cover all of that because I really like the way that color turned out. I'm gonna go to the other side. Okay, and then, I'm trying to decide if I want to do anything else besides obviously blend it a little bit more. I kind of threw the whole cut crease idea out the window. I mean, I guess you could, I don't know, I guess you could kind of consider it a cut crease, but not like a lot. But honestly, for this color payout, I don't even care. Okay, so now I'm gonna jump into my foundation, and then after I apply my foundation and my concealer and the rest of my face, I'm gonna go in my waterline. So I'm gonna spray my face one more time with MAC Fix Plus, and I'm gonna be using my Real Techniques Beauty Blender. Spray that one time, and I'm going to use, I don't know if this is how you're supposed to use this, so don't judge me, but this is the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in Prosecco Pop. It's like the cream one. I don't know if they have it in a different one. I've never actually used Becca products, but I just take this and I put it on my cheekbones before I apply my foundation. And then I put a little on my nose, a little on my forehead. And honestly, let's be real, when I say a little, I'm like, you know, a lot'll. Okay, so now I'm going to be taking my Maybelline Fit Me Dewy and Smooth Foundation in the shade 102. And I'm going to be putting some of that on the back of my hand. I might add a little bit of, wow, that's a lot. I might add a little bit of my Milani Conceal and Perfect in the shade 6, which is Sand Beige. I used this a couple years ago when I used to self-tan, and it matched me really, really good. I'm just now getting back into my self-tanning. I just got a new one. So if this is too light for me, which I don't think it will be because I did a lot heavier on my back. I kind of messed it up a little bit, but it's okay. So I am going to take just a little bit of this because I don't know if it's picking it up on camera, but when I'm looking in the mirror, my face is a little bit lighter than my shoulders. So I'm not going to do a lot, like honestly, like the teeniest little bit. Also, I don't even know how long foundation lasts, and I've had that for a bit. Also, I'm so mad at myself because I haven't gotten my nails done for 3 weeks because I have been a lag with my nail technician, and she was able to get me in this morning at 8, and I was super excited because, I mean, as you can see, my nails, I have my thumbs and I have my pinkies, but they're cut. But I was super excited to be able to get my nails done again and hang out with my friend Nikki, but me being me, my nail appointment was at 8, and I set my alarm to 6:30, 7:30, and like 7, I don't even know. Like I set like 3 alarms like I always do, and yeah, I woke up at 8. Well, my fiance woke me up at 8 and was like, it's 8 o'clock. And I was like, are you effing serious? So it's not like she's not fitting me in, I'm just literally a lag. And it's not even that I tried to be, it's like I'm a night owl and I hate waking up in the morning. Like I would rather stay up all night and then sleep literally all day long. Like if I didn't have kids, honestly, catch me sleep until 4 every day. I mean, that's not very active, but I can do what I need to do at night. Okay, so now that I have that blended, I feel like that does match my skin a lot better. So now I'm going to be taking my Real Techniques Expert Face Brush. It's the Real Techniques 200 brush. So I'm going to be taking my Anastasia Cream Contour Kit. I'm going to be using the shade Light Sculpt, and I'm going to contour my cheekbones. I really like this brush for contouring because you can just kind of put it on the side and it really does a good job. And then I'm going to blend it in an upward motion. And then I'm going to take the Deluxe Crease Brush, and I'm going to take that same shade, Light Sculpt. I'm just going to get the smallest amount, and I'm going to go in on my nose. So yeah, now that I have that, I'm going to go back in with the the RT 200, and I'm going to take a little bit on my forehead. I'm going to blend it into my hairline. Take that and blend that a little bit. And then also I'm going to take little on my jawline. Right? Yeah, that's a jawline. I'm going to spray my brush. When I contour my jawbone, I actually prefer my NYX contour stick, but I didn't grab it for my vanity and I don't feel like going to grab it, so I'm just going to do it like this. And then I'm going to take the little brush again and I'm going to go under the bottom part of my lip and a little on the side, just to give it like that little pouty effect. Okay, so now I'm going to take my Colourpop no Filter Concealer. I stuttered for a second, sorry. It's in the shade Fair 4. I think it's the second to lightest color. So I actually, side note before I use this, I love this concealer. The consistency is really good and it's not drying. Well, it is a little bit drying. If you have really dry skin and you don't moisturize a lot and wash your face regularly, then it is pretty drying. But for me, I wash my face morning and night every single day and moisturize it as well, and it works really good for me. The only thing I don't like about it is, honestly, I've only had this for a month and it's almost completely gone. I mean, maybe I do use a lot, but I feel like I don't use like a crazy amount. And the coverage on it is really good. I actually put a little bit more than I wanted. I don't like it for like really close under here. I used to conceal like right there, but with this concealer it sits in my fine lines because I do have a little bit of wrinkles under my eye. So yeah, I don't like to put it there. I'm going to spray this side of my Beauty Blender with MAC Fix Plus, and then I'm just going to go in and blend it out. And now that I'm self-tanning, I might actually have to get one shade darker because I'm not as dark as I'm going to get. I'm going to go a little bit darker with my tan, but we will have to see. Also, another thing I love about this concealer is it sets really quickly. Like, it dries pretty quick. I do wish that it was a little bit more dewy. I have the It Cosmetics, what's it called? The It Cosmetics concealer. I don't know what it's called, but it is really dewy and I love it. But it actually is super drying as well. So I have to really go in and exfoliate my face and moisturize it like 2 times before I use that, and I have to wash my face right before I do my makeup or the concealer just doesn't work for me. But I do love how dewy it is. This eyebrow's a bit off. So, okay. So now that I have my concealer, I'm going to take my Too Faced Born This Way setting powder in the shade Translucent. And I'm just going to put a little bit in there. And then I'm just going to dip my brush, or my Beauty Blender, not my brush. And I'm going to go under and over. And then I'm going to let that sit on there, and I'm going to take my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer in the shade Bronzer. It's 6676 is the number. And I'm going to take my favorite bronzing brush. I've been using this for 3 years now. It is the M527 from Morphe. And I'm just going to bronze over my contour and on my forehead. And then a little bit down here, and blend it all the way down. And then I'm going to, where did I put that brush? And then I'm going to take my Deluxe Crease Brush again, and I'm going to do a little bit on my nose. actually gonna take this one and kind of blend it out. Okay, and then I'm going to go in with my Milani Baked Blush.
What?
Baked Blush in the shade Luminoso. I used to obsess over this blush. I have not worn blush for a year, just because, I think I said it in my previous video, it just kind of overwhelms me. But here's trying. I feel like because of how fair my skin is, I look like Neapolitan ice cream when I put blush on. But since I am tanning, I kind of want a little bit of pinky to my face. See, I just don't love it. Like, to be honest, it kind of just threw my whole vibe to my makeup look off. Maybe I just don't know how to apply blush. Maybe I'm an idiot. I don't know. So now I'm going to take my Real Techniques blush brush and I'm going to wipe away my setting powder. And I'm just going to kind of blend it onto my cheek because I really don't like the way the blush looks. I mean, I guess it doesn't look bad, but it's just not my thing. I'm going to go a little bit on my nose and just kind of blend it everywhere. And then I'm going to take this brush again. And then I'm going to take my Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Instant Retouch Setting Powder in the shade Lavender. And I'm just going to take a little bit of this stuff on my setting brush, the Real Techniques setting brush. And I'm just going to put a little bit under my eye. I say I'm just going to put a little under my eye and then I just full on go all over my face. Oh well. Okay, so now that I have my face pretty much done besides my highlighter, I'm going to take my Morphe JH43 brush and I'm going to go back into the Jaclyn Hill palette, if I can open it, and I'm going to take the Creamsicle shade again, dip a little bit of that and also a little bit of the, what is it called again, Huntz? Yeah. I'm going to take a little bit of the Huntz shade and I'm going to go in under my eye. And then I'm just going to kind of take it and outline the shadow that I just did. And then I'm going to take the JH39 brush and I'm going to go in with the shade Jakz, just a little teensy bit. And then I'm going to go back into the M441 brush and I'm going to blend out the outer corner. And then I'm going to take the JH42 brush and I'm going to go in to the shade Beam in the Jaclyn Hill palette and I'm going to highlight my eyebrow. And then I'm also going to do the inner corner with this color. And then I'm going to take my JH30 brush and I'm going to go back into the same color, Beam, and I'm going to use it to highlight my nose my Cupid's bow, and my cheekbones. Just because I love this shade. And I like how it looks wet and not glittery. Like that just... Okay, so I'm done doing my lashes now. That took me, I'm not even gonna lie to you guys, I was probably in the bathroom for like 25 minutes, I feel like. That's probably being dramatic. I was probably in there for like 10. But anyway, so I'm gonna move on to the lips. So first I'm gonna use the Ulta Beauty Peach lip liner. And I'm going to, maybe if I can open it, I'm going to outline and then I'm going to go in with my Kylie Brown Sugar lip liner after I sharpen it. Okay, so now that I have that sharpened, and then I'm going to go in with the Kylie Malibu. And that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to subscribe and like, and I will see you guys on Wednesday for my Witchy Wednesday video. So, yeah.